much more profound to be done. As long as you're not put into this predicament, you're not going to bring out your real potential. When the cat, when he's got to slip through, then he like squeezes himself and slips right through. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it in Nachlot.
Yeah, usually right here.
Yeah.
For dinner every night. Chase him out.
Anyhow, therefore, when you have sometimes the Eibusha puts it through to be able for you to realize your koiches which you have. People think, oh, me and you, money, what can I do? What do I have? I don't have, what do you, Eibusha says, you think you can do 50, 100. And then there was a person passed away a year ago, Sarge. You remember Sarge. So Sarge, this person, he was a very interesting person. He was a sergeant under General Patton. You know what that means? General Patton was no nonsense. He was gang ho. The day they finished, freeing all the camps with this guy, so he says, let's go march into Russia and kill Stalin. He didn't, what? He wanted to go all the way. They didn't let him. Later on, he wanted to go and North Korea wanted to just wipe out North Korea, throw a few bombs. He was in Japan. He did first Japan and this. He was gang ho. So somehow they had him bumped off, this guy. This guy,
Patton?
yeah. A car accident, you know how it goes. So what happens is, this person wasn't from at all, but he knew Yiddish, this Sarge guy, and all of a sudden, he thought, what is the absolute truth? The absolute truth is what? General Patton, the army. All of a sudden, what happens? He sees there's armies full of it, the same politics and everything. So he starts looking for the truth. He finally meets Itcher Springer, the guy in 770. And Itcher Springer is makar of him and brings him to the Rebbe. And first he went to different Rabbanim, did Fisher Rabbanim, asked him, I saw everything in the Holocaust. How is it possible they were probably going to print his autobiography? Pretty soon
it's not going to be an autobiography. I mean, it's biography. He wrote himself.
He wrote it.
Oh, he wrote it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah, auto. Yeah. Just, so what happens is, the person, he afterwards, so he was looking for the absolute truth. He asked Litvish Rabbanim that he saw everything that happened, and he saw these carcasses almost dead, and this, how they wished to did it. And they started draining a cup and giving this. He said, he went to Kloisenberger Rebbe. Kloisenberger Rebbe to explain to him a little, told him. But then
What did he tell him?
He writes in his book a little.
Like, I'll be like, Milo, why it was done?
Then he comes to the Rebbe. And the Rebbe, right when he starts, the Rebbe says, I know what you're going to ask. And the Rebbe and Eibusha made a way, and we can't understand it. But you have to do A, B, C, D, and they start explaining everything. And they were like, this guy, and that's one thing the Rebbe told him, Eibusha, the other thing. And then the Rebbe told him different things. He says, here he saw the truth. Now this person, afterwards, he saw my father. My father would never sit down in 770 when the Rebbe was there. So he asked my father, why don't you sit there? My father was older than him. My father went through real hell, 3 times, in jail by Stalin and the whole thing. 10 years he had to run for his life that he had, him and other 10 Lubavitchers, they had their picture, 50,000 ruble for the head, dead or alive. You know, it was real heavy stuff. And he once busted his rib running, jumping off a moving train and everything, you know what I mean? So he went through so much in his life. He saw my father would never sit down to ask him why. My father told him, you know, you're in the army. In the front of the general, the Rebbe is a general, and in front of the general, us simple soldiers don't sit. We stand erect to receive the command from the general. And there, that way hit home by him, you know what I mean? This is the real place. What?
Fellow soldier.
Yeah.
Got that door?
My fellow soldier. So he,
Open that door.
what is the idea? The idea is that there is, and this person, he was totally not from, but he had this nakud that he wanted the truth. So what did he see? Where's the truth? By the Rebbe, and he became a full Baal Tshuva. So sometimes, only because he had this question, and he said, during the time he was fighting, he didn't have time to think. His one time he went through 6 months, he didn't take a shower. The whole time they were, just underwater with the clothes on. They didn't have time for these things.
I thought I was the only one.
And
They don't give you showers here, huh? It's a war.
so he goes and everything, and then at the end of the day, the guy, he saw, here is the truth. And what does it do? It causes the person to kill. Therefore, when it comes, what do we have to realize? The Abba should give us in order that we should go higher. Because if we don't go higher, we defeat the whole purpose the Abba should give us Nisayan. Got it?
Yeah. But the question is, how do you know how
Very
to
good, Rabbi, but
My question is, how do you know what to do? That's my question. Like, how do you know what to do?
we defeat the whole purpose of the site.
Yeah, but every single you know, you have like, say practically, you need a certain like guideline of how to know what to
Rabbi,
do.
that's the whole point of coming down and